Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now January 11th of 2021, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans have been very excited about what's to come for Season 3 by Jon and Dave, as well as George Lucas and all. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, given that over the years, Kathleen Kennedy really mishandled the Star Wars franchise, I just gotta say I'm very thankful to see that Jon and Dave, as well as George, are really fixing up that mess and really bringing everything back together for the fans around the world to enjoy. You know, we've got Rangers in the New Republic, which is going to be a big deal. We've also got a lot of work being done for Star Wars The Acolyte. Now, this is one show that a lot of fans are very skeptical over and very worried about, myself included. The other shows that I would say that are going to be more successful are Mando Season 3 and 4, The Book of Boba, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan Kenobi as well. I'm not too excited about the Andor TV series per se, but I'm still looking forward to seeing exactly, what that's going to actually bring to the fans and how the fans are really going to react to it at all. Now, with that being said, of course, Star Wars The Acolyte, without a doubt, is by far the most controversial Star Wars project right now because of who is attached to that actual series. We've got Kathleen Kennedy, we've got Leslie Headland, and actress Brie Larson, and others coming on board, like Ruby Rose, for example, from the Batwoman TV series, which is exactly why I say that this is going to be the next Batwoman 2.0 scenario. Now, on top of all of this, everything related to the Acolyte TV series, now that The Mandalorian Season 3 is in the works, Disney and Lucasfilm are currently focused on their new Star Wars universe and more. It's described, however, that behind the scenes for The Acolyte, there are tons of creative differences between Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland. However, actress Brie Larson is said to be working closely with Leslie Headland on the direction of Star Wars, and wants to end Star Wars as we know it. It's described that Brie Larson wants to actually ditch any of George Lucas's philosophies within the Star Wars universe, and is excited for Leslie to completely change the concept of the Chosen One, as well as the cosmic force that will be reinvented in this new Star Wars TV show that they are aiming to release in 2022. Further, it's noted that Brie Larson wants to make sure that Lucas's philosophies of Star Wars end with Star Wars The Acolyte TV series, and Leslie is actually listening to Brie's approach for her character Maeve to actually shift away from the current Jedi code that was created by George Lucas and others out there. Kathleen Kennedy so far is approving these major ideas by Brie Larson and Leslie Headland to end the philosophies of George Lucas and Star Wars as we know it within the Acolyte TV series, in order to actually create a brand new set of Star Wars fans that will accept this new version of Star Wars. Now, let me stop right here for a second, and as to why this is toxic for the Star Wars community. Brie Larson, Leslie Headland, and Kathleen Kennedy, we do know that they all have been having creative differences behind the scenes, which I think just right then and there tells us that this show is going to be a disaster. When you have people that are already against George Lucas, and all three of those people are having problems with each other with the creative choices and the direction of that show, I think that that goes to show us that they all have different horrible agendas for Star Wars, right? Now, given that she wants to end the philosophy of the Chosen One and the overall structure of the cosmic force and how that's going to change drastically in this new show, here's a reason as to why I'm not too worried about this, alright? And I've talked about this before in the past, is that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they can easily undo all of this just as easily as they undid the mistreatment of Luke in The Last Jedi. Look at what they did in Mando Season 2's finale with Luke. How easy that was, right? All it took was 2 minutes worth of screen time for Luke to really have the action that he deserves and the proper storytelling that he deserved, and that really undid everything in a positive way. So this major plan by Kathleen Kennedy and Brie Larson and Leslie, and especially, of all, Brie Larson on top of all of this, to end the philosophies of Star Wars and to end how fans view Star Wars as we know it, this is not the way to go. I don't know why Brie Larson sees herself as a writer or a director. She's just an actress. I don't feel that any writer or director should really listen to her, honestly. There are plenty of talented actresses already attached to Star Wars, like Gina Carano, which, by the way, is amazing and just so down-to-earth and really knows what she's doing when it comes to Star Wars. So we have seen this angle. All right, we have seen this angle of agendas and these pushed narratives by the higher-ups at Lucasfilm and some people like Brie Larson, for example, with Marvel and Star Wars now. So, like I've said, you know, this obviously is going to backfire. I don't think it's going to work with Star Wars fans. The Acolyte, it may look cool when you look at the logo, and it may sound cool when you listen to the premise about emerging dark side powers and all. But at the end of the day, you know, when it's actually utilized and when it's actually, you know, executed on film, I don't think fans are going to approve of this if it's going in this direction. So like I've said before in the past, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.